Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So it has been a while, I know it has. I just need a break, you know what I'm saying? But today I felt like good enough to just kind of do a video and see what happens. So that's what we're going to do. Plus I've been using like a couple new products, and y'all know I'm forever changing the way that I do my makeup, and so yeah, here we are. But let's go ahead and jump in. Of course, the brows, we're going to be using the LA Girl brow pomade on like the back ends here, and I'm also gonna be using the NYX pencil on the front end, just kind of give it like a little bit of an ombre look. I did cut my brows mistakenly like way too high. If you judge me, punch you in your damn eyes. Yeah, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Okay, so for me, what I normally do is I start out with the NYX, the brow glue. Kind of looks like this. I'm gonna try to zoom in. Hopefully it does it. Yep. Okay, so it looks like that, and that way y'all can take a screenshot, because I know y'all be on my case about writing shit down. I'm not writing it down, but I normally just put like a little bit in my brows just to make them stay, and then we move on. Okay, and then I just take the NYX pencil and I'm going to fill this in. Oh my gosh, I have a piece of hair on my brow and I can't seem to get it off. Get off of me. Okay. If I'm smacking too loud, I'm sorry, but this gum is like, girl. It's really good. Now my eyes want the water. This is why I say that I use the brow gel, and y'all gonna see in a minute. But I use that because I feel like it darkens it up. Like the pencil is very light to me, but I'm way too afraid to go into getting a black. So I just use like a brown black pencil, but sometimes it just be too light. Okay, so here is me using the pomade just to kind of fill this in a little bit, make them a little bit more brown than what they are. I'm gonna hold the pomade up too, because I know y'all gonna be asking questions about that too, and I don't want no problems. Okay, I have really come to a place in my life where I don't be trying to be for nobody no more. Like, it used to be a time where I tell y'all get the hell off my page, but look at me. I am coming a long ways, okay? Okay, so this is the LA Girl pomade that I just used. Brow pomade, there you go. On that, because I don't want nobody having no issues about why you not telling this what product, you know? So, then this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn that I'm going to be using. So, there's that. I'm going back to Fawn because I feel like Fawn gives me like a nice little highlight under my brow. And I need a good little highlight, you know. Today, I don't know which look I'm going for. I may do like a little bit of color. I'm not really sure. I went to the Jasmine Sullivan concert. Oh my gosh. If you guys have never seen her in a concert, like, she is the truth. And she's like, I'm hoarse, so I'm sorry I'm not giving y'all a good show. Girl, if that was your worst, what does your best look like? Because that was good to me, honey. I thoroughly enjoyed her concert. Like, it was so good. I had a good time, and she was on time. She came out, because I went to go see Lauryn Hill before, and Lauren came out late. Oh my gosh, like 2 hours late. I'm like, girl, I'm tired, I'm ready to go home. Jasmine's concert was on a Thursday, so I was like, I really ain't trying to be out too late. You know, I got too old to be out here in these streets too late at night, so please let her be on time. The concert was at 8. I think she hit the stage at 9, and we was up out of that thing by 11. I was home by 11:30. I had time to get in the shower, do my little face routine, and go to bed, and still have enough energy to go to the gym on Friday. Okay, so I was like, I'm not mad at Jasmine. Jasmine don't owe me shit. The concert was so good. I've been streaming the album since Thursday. Like, I already streamed the album, but I feel like when you see it in person, it's like, it's different. It's different to see it in person. It was so good. Okay, so then to clean up the top, I'm gonna be going over it with the NARS concealer. I'm gonna put that up there. Look at me being like a little YouTuber, y'all. Like, I'm doing so good. Okay, so this is the NARS. This is in the shade Walnut. It's like the cream concealer, I would call it, and I like it. I actually use this to highlight and stuff like that, but I'm gonna clean the top of my brows up with this. My brows are looking a little bit thick. That's okay, because hopefully they kind of die down a little bit, because I don't know why the hell they're looking so thick today. But let me focus. Let me focus. We're gonna roll with it today. I think. I may change my mind in a second. Now I'm gonna blend this out. Oops. I'm gonna blend it out with a Real Techniques brush, if I can find it. It's around here somewhere. Hang on. Okay, this is not the normal Real Techniques brush that I use, but it's what I can find right now. So it's what I'm gonna use today. We're just gonna call it a day, okay? I did apply the same color fawn to the rest of my lid. It's gonna serve as my base. I normally, well, I mean lately I've been using concealer. I was like, normally I'll use the, what is that thing, Anastasia Beverly Hills base, but I mean, I really don't need my base to kind of stay a long period of time because yeah, I don't be going nowhere no more. I have not done color in so long, so I kind of want to mess with color a little bit. This right here is the Lick and Lash Flamingo palette. I believe they're still around. I don't really be on Instagram no more, so I don't even get my life together. But I absolutely love the colors in here. Green is definitely a color that I absolutely love on my face. So we are going to kind of dip into like these greens. Like if I had a green to choose, it would always be this one. Don't really know how I'm going to incorporate that today, but it is definitely the goal. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to use this one first to kind of go into the crease as a color. Okay, so I'm going to take it, that green color, and I'm going to press first and then begin to kind of press and move in between my crease. Like so. Like so, like that. Me and a friend were talking and we're just like really confused. Do you guys feel like monogamy exists in today's society with these children that are growing up? Do you feel like being monogamous is a thing? And I would have to say no. And the reason why is because like if you listen to today's music and stuff like that, it's kind of praised and glorified to be a thought, you know, or, you know, a city girl making money. So I don't really believe that monogamy is a thing. I don't feel like these kids will really ever experience love on a scale that our grandmothers and our grandparents experienced, it, if that makes sense. Oh, that was like a little brown contour. I have like a little powder. I'll show you guys. It's by NK. Looks like this, and I just kind of apply that right on the outskirts of that green just to kind of simmer it down just like a little bit. I feel like it's kind of like, y'all know, back in the day where our parents, they have this saying that, how the saying go, we were dealing the drugs and y'all are taking the drugs type of thing. Like they talk about generational differences like that. And you know, in our music we were dope dealers and stuff like that, and now in this music it is super duper always taking lean. Like the fact that there are people who are addicted to drugs at 12 and 13, not saying that it wasn't happening before, but I feel like it's more welcomed now. I don't know how to word it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, you get it, right? That people, it's more accepted. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I don't feel like the marriage rate, like even with my generation, I feel like it's then declined a little bit because nobody really holds value on marriage anymore. But I don't feel like the marriage rate with this generation, the Gen YZ children, it's not going to be the same. I think it's definitely going to take a huge decrease because it's not valued. And right now everybody just want to be a hoe. Like, it's crazy because I'll be scrolling on TikTok and the amount of girls who like openly admit to sleeping with a man knowing he has somebody else is crazy. Like, that is crazy to me. Not saying I'm judging because y'all know this is a no judgment zone. I'm just saying that it's crazy the amount of women that I do see doing it. Like, that's whoa. As much as I play around and I be like, oh, okay, I believe in polyamory, ha type shit, like I don't think that I actually could do it because there ain't no motherfucking way. It ain't no way. I'll be ready to fight. You mean to tell me that the money that was supposed to be spent on me, you are now spending on another woman? Like, shit. It just, I could not be that girl. But I applaud you if that's the girl that you could be. If that's what works for you, I'm a firm believer in doing what works for you. So If what works for you is just dealing with somebody on the weekend, like my girl SZA, then do that. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying it could not be me. And I don't know if whether it's a trend to, like, because I know when I was growing up, there were women who were like that. I get it. But I feel like it's like everybody that's on that same shit, you know, like, are all of y'all really like that, or are y'all playing? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go in with like just a little bit of black. Don't matter which black, girl, they all the same. Okay, so just get you a little bit of black from your palette and just kind of, you know, fill in the edges just with smidges. Okay, not a lot, because you still want that greener to peep through. Okay, but I just, for me, I need a dark edge. Y'all know how I get it down. I need a little bit of a darkness. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna apply a little bit in here. I feel bad for the girls who like really want to be in a relationship with somebody, because especially in this new generation, like, what happens to the women who are hopeless romantics, or the men who are hopeless romantics, and everybody else is playing around? Like, what do you do? I think that's part of my damn problem too, is I've dated, and most men, they not built the same. All they do is freaking play around. They play with your feelings. They want to bounce between you and another woman, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. See, that's how people end up on Snap, doing stupid shit like that. Like, you gotta chill out, you know, playing around with folks' hearts and stuff like that. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna play around with nobody's heart, because when it comes to matters of the heart, people end up dead. That's why I don't understand why people be out here playing. Like, you never know what somebody is capable of. So why put yourself as well as another person at risk when they didn't ask to be, you know? Like, it's just not smart, you know? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You ain't tell me that there ain't nobody in love no more? I'm not talking about like the older people, I'm talking about like the younger people. I don't know. I think it's possible, but I feel like it's very rare, you know? That was the e.l.f. concealer. I used that to cut my crease. Looks like this, the 16-hour camo wear. If you guys are interested in that, it is in the shade Fair Warm. Again, use that to cut my crease. And now I'm just going to go back in and just kind of, you know, blend all of this out. So I start with whatever is on the brush, and I begin to just kind of like start here in the corner and then just pull forward. Okay, and that will help with the harshness of that edge. Then once again, I'm going to take the black that I was using, and just gonna apply that again on that edge, just a little bit. Notice how I don't go higher than my arch with this. Just apply it right there on the edge, just to make it a little dark. And I don't know if I want to do mattes or shimmer today. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do, because it's been so long since I did my makeup. I don't know. Okay, there is a color in here named Pistachio, and I'm going to use that right here just to fill in. I think I'm going to do mattes. Well, I said I think, and then I'm going in with the matte color. So yeah, I'm going to do mattes on my eyes today. Something very matte. And I'm starting here because I really want this color to be my main color, and then I will go into another one, but I really want this one to pop, and I feel like the other color I'm going to use, the Life of Lime, is probably going to take away from this just a smidget, and I don't want that. So, and I feel like a pop of blue in that inner corner, oh my gosh, it's gonna set it off. It's gonna be fire, honey. So then now I'm gonna go in with the Life of Lime, and that little open space that I left, just gonna fill that in. Oh shit, they damn near the same color. Hell, maybe I should have went in with blue. Oh no. And why does it look like it's about to rain, girl? Ain't nobody got time. We need you to chill out. Okay, that's cute. It's cool. It's giving. Like I told y'all, I really do take my time and I build my colors. So make sure you guys are building your colors and just keep tapping them until you get them to the color you feel like is good enough for you. But I like the way that's kind of like glowing. Do y'all see that? It's kind of glowing a little bit. I like that. I like that. So there is like this little blue color right here. It's a blue shimmer. And just to kind of give this a little bit of a pop, I am going to add that to my inner corner. Just to make it pop just like a little bit, you know, just like a little bit of color up in that thing. Okay, so let's move on to our face because the eyeshadow is done. It wasn't bad at all. I do kind of want to blend out my edges a little bit more, kind of, sort of, not really, but a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna do nothing more but take the NARS. It's between the NARS and the Laura Mercier primer for me. I kind of do both, but whatever. You take this and you just apply it to your face, and you want to give this time to sit and soak into your face before you go ahead and start doing your makeup, which is what I'm going to do. Here is the NARS foundation that I use. I love the soft matte. It just, everything about this foundation is for me, okay? So that's the one that I use. It's in the shade New Caledonia, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it is what it is, okay? If you go on my Instagram, then I'll have the details loaded there of the exact name. You guys can probably screenshot it there. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. I feel bad for my kids because I'm like, y'all probably not going to ever really find true love. And to not know what it is to be loved by the opposite sex unconditionally outside of your mother and your father, like it's, you know, it's a little crazy balls. It's different, you know, because I remember when my first love felt like, oh my goodness, it put me on the moon. It was everything for me. And so for them never to experience that, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. And let me not say they never gonna experience, but it's gonna be hard, you know. And yeah, y'all, it just, so sad day. Okay, so as far as concealers under my eye, I personally love to use the NARS Walnut as well as the Cirque de Orge. I know I don't never know how to pronounce nothing, but cream concealers are what I prefer to use. So this is just me. It does not have to be you. I'm just simply telling you the way that I do what I do, you know. I just prefer the thickness of the cream, because you know how like with the liquid one you have to kind of wait a little bit for it to dry down. With the cream you just kind of go right on in, girl, and do what you gonna do, and it's over. And I put it over here by my nose. This is like really where I go to kind of carve out the way that I want my nose contour to look, how far I want to bring it in, type of thing. Okay, so this is what I meant when I said that I like to apply the concealer down there and just kind of trace it up a little bit like that, because it kind of creates that highlight we were talking about without me having to put a shit ton of powder down there. I kind of control where it's going. Okay, so because I like a very bright under eye, I know this is not all the way blended, chill out. I like to then go in with that lighter shade I was telling you guys about, and I like to just apply that right under my eye to give me more of a bright under eye, because your girl lives for a bright under eye. And I'm going to show you at the end too how to make it even more brighter than what it is right now. Brush, and just pat that in. This one I'm not dragging out. Like I'm not dragging this one all the way out. I just need that color to kind of fill in this. Okay, so I'm back to cream contouring. Y'all know I really don't even fool with this too much, but I'm back to doing it. This is in the shade Katsina. This is a foundation stick from Juvia's. I do not just apply this to my face. I do apply it to a brush and then apply in the areas that I would like for it to go. And I don't know. I just feel like I have better control over it, I guess. Those of you who are dating, do you guys find it harder to date now versus how it was like 10 years ago? Or y'all feel like it's about the same? I just like the men is just not the same. They built different. You know, these is not the same 90s men that we were used to getting, you know? Like these are just different. Like I feel like these men are like mama's boys, and they just, ugh, I don't want no damn mama's boy for sure. So this is how I go in, and I just pat all of it into my skin so it's not like a harsh demarcation. Whatever is left on the foundation brush, I am now just going over and patting that in. Okay, I'm gonna start with the Fenty. I don't know where my normal brush that I do this with, so hopefully this works, but I am going to just push this into my skin to start, and this is just gonna set it all in place. And then from there I'll go in and I'll bake, but I like to set first. And the Fenty Honey is just like a little bit deeper than the Laura Mercier. Laura Mercier is my favorite But if I go in with her first, sometimes she just kind of, boom, she right there, you know, she a little brat. Okay, then I'm going to go in and I'm going to set my contour. And I'm going to do that by using the Fenty. This is in the shade 460. But I like to go in and just apply this in the same shape or form that we applied the other contour, the cream contour. This is just simply just setting it in place. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my other Fenty, which is like my face powder. And I'm going to set the rest of my face anywhere that I didn't apply concealer, anything like that. This one is in my shade. It's in the shade 445. This is the shade that I normally wear in their foundation as well. But I'm just going in and I'm just setting the rest of my face. This to me was like the missing piece for my makeup. Like this right here. Once I got me all over face powder, I was like, okay, that's what was missing. An all over face powder. So now we have that done, and now we're gonna take our Laura Mercier. Like I really need to find my regular powder brush that I normally use. Give me a second, I'm gonna keep looking. I don't know where it is, but we're gonna try to use this and hopefully it works. So just using a small fluffy flat brush, I think that's what it will be called, and I'm just highlighting or baking under my eyes with this. I really don't take this one out too far because I really don't need the rest of my face to be bright, just this little piece over here. Once I have the cork applied, then I go in and just kind of deepen it up a little bit with the LA Girl eyeliner pencil. And for me, I just feel like if you put down the cork first or any type of lighter shade before you go in with the darker shade, it just makes it look like less dark. I don't know. Like it just gives you that chocolate feel, but it ain't like real dark. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. Okay. This next step, it just works. I don't know if they still carry this in stores. I'm not sure. This is the Makeup Revolution lip gloss, and it's, I don't even know what shade it is, but I don't think they carry them anymore because I literally went into Ulta. I went on Ulta's website and could not find them. So I don't think they make them anymore, but I believe it's called a lip topper. And I applied this first just to kind of, I don't know, something about applying a gloss first just helps bring out the brown and just helps it just, you know, blend in. And then I'm going to top this off with the NYX fortune cookie, and you guys will see it'll just look so much better. And then this is the NYX fortune cookie. There's another shade in this that I definitely want to go check out, but I just haven't had time. But look at that, just so pretty and soft. Bye bye lip gloss, I mean lipstick. I'm done with ya. Boom, those are the lips. Okay, now it is time to go and blend out my under eye, and I'm just gonna take this brush and just go in and just basically, you know, swoop it in to my eye. I don't know, swoop it in there. And I actually use, I'm gonna show you guys in a moment, because my under eye is kind of bright, but it's not as bright as I personally would like. So I'm gonna go in and brighten it up some more. And what I personally like to do is I also like to take my foundation powder, because you guys see how it's like white on the edges over here. I don't know, I like to take it and just blend it out. So I take like a little bit on the brush and then I just blend out, because I don't know, I don't like the way that looks. So if you guys have made it here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay, you could go in and you know, highlight your nose. I just don't find it necessary since we already set it and stuff like that. But I am going to take, don't you judge me for the way this looks. I bought this a while ago and just never used it, but now I like it. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me. It is in the translucent little powder thing. This is how it looks. And I'm going to use this to brighten up my under eye. And I've been loving it lately. So I just take like a little bit, kind of dab the excess off, and then just apply that right here under my eye. And it just gives you a bright under eye. You see how that brightened it up a lot? Yeah. Like one of the UK baddies. So just a very bright under eye. Okay, and you can even go back into, this is why I love this stuff. I love it. You need a face powder. If you don't get anything else, you get a face powder. But oh, that's the wrong one. I'm over here playing. So I take the face powder and just kind of, once again, just tap it in there. And if I need to diffuse the edges, then that's what I do. I can't find my blush palette, and I really don't feel like looking for it because my nose is starting to run and my eyes are starting to water. So I mean, it's just going to be what it's going to be. I'm going to use like a little orange from this little palette right here. It's the Juvia's Place palette. It's, I don't know, the Nubian Glow. Yeah, the Nubian Glow palette. And I'm just going to use the orange that's in there as my blush because, like I said, I really don't feel like going to go and find my actual blush palette. So this is just going to have to work. It is what it is. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel if you've made it here. Yeah, just do that. Okay, so we're here, we're done. I am going to set with a little bit of e.l.f. I went and stocked up on this because it's my favorite, so I'm gonna set it. I'm normally really generous with this, but then I just realized like I'm literally about to take this off, so there's no point in me going overboard today, so whatever. But this, you want to let it set, be generous with that because that's going to lock everything in motion. I am going to go figure out what to do with my hair really quickly, and then I will come back and I'll show you guys the finished look. Alright guys, so here we are. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.